So, can a place be haunted if there's no, let's say, significant event tied to a location? If there's no murder that's occurred, if there's no violent action, no significant event, like I said, to have happened in the area, can this said area be haunted? That's the question I'm asking in this video. Is the Norman train station haunted? I can't find any ghost stories specifically naming a individual tied to this location. I can't find any historical events that happened here that would make it a haunted location, but yet there are many stories hearing phantom footsteps, disembodied voices, all the stuff that you would claim to make it haunted tied to this location. This is where I dive into and see what makes the Norman train station haunted. 1887, the first depot. The Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe railroads originally built the depot in 1887, right after the land run of 1889, opening the Oklahoma State for settlement. The first depot was a small wooden structure serving as a lifeline for early settlers, bringing goods, mail, and people who wanted to live in this frontier town. In 1909, the wooden depot was replaced by a brick and stucco Mission Revival style depot we see today. This design was popular with the Santa Fe Railroad across the Southwest. It was the town's central hub for travel, shipping, and community activities. During World War I and World War II, the Norman Depot was packed with soldiers leaving for war, families gathering here for emotional farewells. Trains also brought home wounded soldiers and carried war supplies through the region. Like many train depots, its importance declined after the rise of automobiles and highways in the mid-20th century. Passenger service ended around 1970s and the building was nearly abandoned. Currently, the train depot holds fundraisers and art exhibits for the community. So, with no major events, like I was saying, tied to this location, why is it deemed haunted? So I looked to when it first became a depot, when the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe railroads originally built this depot in 1887, right before the land run. Maybe just the energy and effort put in to make this a lifeline for this community at the time, somewhere where they got their goods, where they're able to go back and forth, travel, just so much daily life lived in this area. Maybe that alone gave it a right to be said to be an eternal place where people are still, even after their death, going to this location for goods, to see people coming back in wartime. Forgot about the wartime. Maybe the joyful reunions and the sorrowful send-offs, like maybe that alone was enough to put off enough energy, enough emotion to where today, even though the war is long gone, there are still people waiting for loved ones to return, or maybe sending off loved ones still for a war that has long been fought. I honestly don't even know if there is an answer to what makes something haunted. I just thought it was a question I should ask, because no matter if it's an abandoned train station, if it's an abandoned home, if it's an abandoned cemetery, something about abandoned doesn't really feel like you're the only one there. I know through my journeys of going to these places labeled abandoned, I haven't quite felt like I was a population of just me out there. If you know what I mean. Like, there may have been, what do they say, the whispers in the wind, the eyes coming from beyond branches, just the feeling of not being alone, basically. And here at the Norman train depot, you have that sense of, I'm not alone out here. Whether it's the ghostly conductor all aboarding everybody for their final ride forever, or the ticket man clocking tickets even after his shift is long overdue, or the explorer out there filming, wondering, thinking, creating, only for the answers to be around him the whole time. What makes the Norman train depot haunted? You will have to find out for yourself.